Thank you so much, GCU, again, for having me. I'm so excited to be here. And just a few little things to get out of the way. Joey said I have 5 to 10 minutes to speak. So when it's around 5 minutes, I want you just to give me the little,
when I say go long,
the 5. And as I'm sharing InspireHer with you, and I'm sharing my story with you, just a little disclaimer: I'm a crier, but I'll try not to cry. I will hold it in for you guys. So I'm not sure if you saw the video that Joey sent out or not. Just it's a little snippet of what Inspire is, and if you did or you didn't see the video, InspireHer is basically a t-shirt ministry that I founded and created about 5 months ago or so. And the purpose behind InspireHer is to encourage and support and inspire young girls and women through the use of t-shirts. So my first design was the "You Are a Masterpiece" design, and I have all the t-shirts with me today. And last week I just launched Loved, which again, these shirts are really to remind girls, remind females that they're created for a purpose, and that they're loved by a faithful and loving God. So that's a little bit of what InspireHer stands for. And really what I also use InspireHer for is a platform to share my own personal story and my own personal testimony. And so I kind of weave that into the ministry. And so I do believe that everybody has a story to share. Everybody has a testimony. Everybody has experiences that they've been through in their lives that have shaped them, and in one way or another that can encourage someone else, lift someone else up, serve as an example to somebody else in what they're going through. And so just to give you a little snippet of what I went through as a younger girl. So around the age of 14 or so, I went through a time in my life where I became very discouraged, very depressed. I pretty much gave up on life itself, and I became very lost, just very overtaken by, I didn't see my own value. I didn't see my own worth. And so actually at the age of 14, I attempted to take my own life, but obviously God had a very, very different plan for me. So as I'm standing, here in front of you today. And then so fast forward a couple years after that, at the age of 16, I became pregnant with my son, Nicholas, who will be 19 next month, which is crazy, I know. So do the math. But you know what really just stands out in my mind so much, even to this day when I look at that situation, is just a few years earlier, at 14, I didn't see any value in my life. I didn't see any worth in my life. But yet, by God's grace, He blessed me with a new life to care for. And so that completely, when I became a mother, that just completely shifted my whole perspective on life. Not only on life in general, but the value of my own life. I had a new life to care for, to love. And so I just still find that amazing to this day. And so at that point, when I became a mom, I knew that, okay, there's so much more ahead of me. I have a new life to take care of, and I have a child to raise as I was just a child myself. And so I knew at that moment that I had to try to give Nick the best life that I could possibly give to him. And so one of those things that I felt was so very important was I needed to continue my education. So when I gave birth to Nick, I was a junior in high school, and so 2 weeks after I gave birth to Nick, I went back to high school, finished high school, and then I went on to Phoenix College and earned 2 associate degrees at Phoenix College. And then after Phoenix College, right after PC, I transferred to ASU, and I earned my degree in journalism at the Walter Cronkite School. So so that to me was such a huge accomplishment because I had such a greater purpose to live for, through my son. And so I just wanted to serve as the very best example that I could possibly serve for him. And so that's a little bit about some of that's a huge part of my story. And that's what I want to share to girls, because really in reality, teenage pregnancy is an issue today, and suicide is an issue today. Those are real issues, and sometimes I feel like we have to be, bold and share what we've gone through to help someone else who might be going through the same thing or contemplating the value of their own life or their own worth. So I felt like, about a year ago is because I felt very compelled that I needed to share my story. I just didn't know how. And so I did different things. I participated in different organizations. I mentored girls and teens through the Florence Crittenton of Arizona, but I wanted to do something more, and I just didn't know what that looked like. And so about a year ago, I was just really praying on it and asking God to please, just show me what I need to do. And so little by little, like that seed of InspireHer just kind of took shape in my mind and in my heart, and it just kind of grew from there. And so that's a huge component, is that I want InspireHer to serve so much more than just an online t-shirt sales. I want to go out into the community, and I want to take InspireHer with me. I want to take the message with me that you are created for a purpose. You have a reason to be here, and that this world needs you. And so I really have a vision of going into schools or going into nonprofit organizations or organizations that serve at-risk teens or serve women, going to hospitals. I just want to take my shirts and that message and just pass that on to other women and other young girls that need that. And one big part of my ministry is that for every shirt that is purchased, a portion of the proceeds goes back to what I call Shirts for Her. And the Shirts for Her project is where I'm going to actually take these InspireHer shirts and give them out for free to girls who may not be able to afford them, to women who may not be able to go online and purchase their shirt for $20. So that's a really huge component, and that's a really important one to me, that I go out to the community, that I share my story, that I share my message, and that I just spread that encouragement and I spread that love. So that's just a part of who I am. I just wanted to share my heart with you today. And as Joy mentioned, I'll be over there at the table. I brought some InspireHer shirts with me, and I have some little deals that I've created for you all. So thank you so much again for having me. I'm really excited to be here, and I will be over there.